What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2024 movie Lisa Frankenstein. So, this movie is directed by Zelda Williams, and in this movie, in 1989, a misunderstood teenager named Lisa Swallows has a high school crush who just happens to be a handsome corpse. And after a set of playful, horrific circumstances bring him back to life, the two embark on a murderous journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts along the way. So, this is a really, really good movie. I was very, very impressed with it. The story is really good and entertaining throughout and everything for the most part. Catherine Newton is really great as Lisa. She carries the movie really, really well, and she just has a really likable on-screen presence and does a really, really great job. And Cole Sprouse is great too. He has always been an actor that I've always enjoyed ever since I was a little kid. I pretty much grew up watching him as a kid too, because he was in Big Daddy and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck. So I grew up watching him and stuff. I hadn't seen him in anything since The Sweet Life was on Deck ended. So it was really cool to get to see him in something, and he's really good in here as the creature, I think is what they call him in the movie, but he don't, I think, even have an actual name, but he's really good in here, and everything. He has to do a lot of physical movements and stuff because he doesn't really talk and everything, so this was more of a physical demanding role for him, and I absolutely love the way he did this. I think he did a really great job with it. And there aren't a lot of kills in here, but I think there's like 3 kills in this movie, and they're all pretty good. I mean, they're not anything super special because it is PG-13. It's not like super gory, but there are some they are still pretty good and everything. I gotta admit, especially the last one. I honestly am kind of surprised the movie got the PG-13 rating with that. The one of the last kills of the movie just kind of shocked me, and everything. And the cinematography in here is just absolutely gorgeous. They did a really, really great job with that. And Zelda Williams' direction is great too. She did a really, really good job. I was really excited to see her movie debut and stuff and everything as a director, because I've also been a follower of her for years, because Robin Williams is her father, and he's my favorite actor of all time and everything, and I've seen her pop up in a few of his movies throughout his career and stuff. He had her in the Search of Dr. Seuss and House of D, so getting to see her finally come around as a movie director, I think she did a really great job and everything, and I love the aesthetic to it. It almost feels like an 80s movie, like it felt like it was made in the 80s, and not very many 80s stuff really get that capture down, that quality of making a movie feel like it was made in that time period. Not only is it set in the time period, it feels like it was made then too, and they did a really, really great job with it. And I just love the gothic look and feel of the movie too and everything. It looks great and everything, and the humor is really good here too. It has a lot of really laugh out loud moments and everything, especially during that last kill. I'm not gonna lie, I was dying laughing, and then right after it got really funny too, and there's some really crazy funny moments and stuff, but especially the whole scene with that last kill and right afterwards was just hilarious. But it feels like, but I love the aesthetic of this movie though and everything, and it's really good. I will say, as far as negatives go, I don't have very many. I'll say the movie was, the first 20 to 30 minutes of it are a little bit slow and everything. They kind of build out, let you get to know Lisa a little bit and everything, and it takes a little bit. But once the creature comes into the story, the movie really picks up and everything. But I think that while it was never boring or anything, it just has a slow start. And I think the ending could have been a little bit better. The ending was kind of sad and everything. It kind of had a bittersweet ending, and I didn't fully understand the way things went at the very end of it. I kind of wish it wouldn't have gone. I wish I would have done things a little bit different in the last scene of the movie and everything. I wouldn't say it ruins the movie or anything, because it's not anything that's bad that would ruin it or anything. It just, I would have just done it a little bit differently. But I think that it's still decent enough and everything. So all in all, I think Lisa Frankenstein is a really fun time. It's got a lot of humorous moments while being serious when it needs to be, but it's a fun throwback to movies that we don't get anymore. This sounds like a premise and stuff that would have happened in the 80s and stuff like that. This just feels like an 80s movie altogether, and they did a great job with that and everything. So personally, I want more movies like this. I hope that Zelda Williams continues directing movies, because her directing is really great. The writer of this movie also wrote Jennifer's Body, which is a great cult classic in itself that I might have to review next month for 31 days, or in October for 31 Days of Horror. But yeah, this movie is really good. So I'm gonna go as far to say that this is one of my favorite movies of the year for sure. I'm really debating whether it's in my top 2 or not. I kind of have been going back and forth with Ghostbusters Afterlife, Frozen Empire, on which one I think is better and everything personally, as far as which one's my second favorite movie of the year so far. But I think that it has potential to move up. If I rewatch it again and really enjoy it, I think it has the potential to move up, but so does Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. It has the potential to just stay where it's at, because I really did love that one. So it's hard to say what will happen by the end of the year, but I do see this one being in my top 10 at least, probably, because it is a really, really good movie. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Lisa Frankenstein, and I highly recommend this movie if you haven't seen it. If you like original stuff or movies that are callbacks to different time periods, this is definitely one I would highly recommend. It's not anything super original, but it does have an original feel to it. It really does have a unique feel to it and everything too, and it almost feels like an early Tim Burton movie in a lot of ways too, except it's not Tim Burton. It's different, but it isn't, if that makes sense. But it is a really good time, and I hope that Zelda Williams keeps making movies, and I hope she makes them weird and stuff like this, because if she does, then she's gonna be this generation's Tim Burton, and everything. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Lisa Frankenstein, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.